What the fuck? The day I came back, the plane exploded. I just put on my parachute. A woman who looked like a porcelain doll suddenly rushed over and pulled off my umbrella bag. What are you doing? I was about to discuss it with her, but she clung to me and gently pressed her lips on my lips. Damn, I've been in a relationship with a girl for 7 years. I haven't even tasted the lipstick on her lips, but this woman seems to want to devour me alive. What the fuck? Where are you touching? You can do whatever you want just because you're pretty. Just when I was about to push the woman away, a few tall men walked over. I glanced at them a few times. She's not here. She doesn't have a parachute. She wouldn't dare to jump off. Besides, she's seriously injured. She should be in a crowd. Let's keep looking. I saw them looking for a while. Then they left angrily. I was a little panicked. At this time, another group of people came over. I saw them putting their hands in their clothes. Is there a gun in this position? Gun? Suddenly, a pair of fierce eyes fell on me. The other party looked at me. It's not dangerous enough to face a couple who are about to say goodbye to each other. The woman's back was blocked by the parachute. It just covered her identity. She should have hidden somewhere else. If we fails this time, the superior will not let it go. It seems that we have to work harder. Don't let the group of people in the Black Dragon Club find her first. I listened to their conversation. Not only I thought, the passengers on this plane are too strange. Who are they looking for? And this woman is still taking advantage of me. I thought if this girl was still offending me. I wanted to push her away with my hands, but the woman grabbed my wrist with her hands and put my hand on her waist. Hey, who are you? Stay away from me. I'm going to crash. Did you hear that? The boss suddenly stood at a corner and looked back at me. Boss, we don't have much time. We have to get out of here. What are you looking at? She followed the boss's eyes and looked at me. I just realized that their eyes were not on me. It's this mysterious woman in front of me. Oh no, they noticed it. The man who was called the boss took out his pistol from his pocket. He quickly pulled down the trigger. The woman turned around and threw the blanket at them. Then she pulled me down from the plane. I was so scared that I couldn't help it. The parachute opened in the air. The two of them flew in the air at once. It's not a long distance from the plane. It's her. She ran away. Shoot her. The sound of the gunshot echoed in the air. The more we saw our parachute, the farther it flew. The man who was called the boss was so angry that he couldn't bear it. Hurry up. A few people quickly put on the parachute and fled. I didn't expect that I would be involved in this storm for no reason. What is the identity of this woman in front of me? She was chased by different gangs. Where is she from? I just wanted to ask this woman, but I found her eyes were close to the river. She held my waist and let go. I was in a coma. Hey, don't fall. I was afraid of her, so I held her tighter. Are you out of your mind? Hey. Oh no, the attack just now broke the parachute. The woman was in a coma. I was thinking in my heart, oh my God, am I going to fall here? The ocean is below. I hope this parachute can last a little longer. I don't want to lose my life. I don't want to die so soon. I don't want to end my life in such a ridiculous way. This is not what I want. But the parachute fell down at an extremely fast speed. I've been alive for more than 20 years. I've never found myself so unlucky. Today, everything got me. I didn't think too much. In an ordinary life, the two of us fell into the sea. I saw a huge puddle. I took a few sips of vinegar. I was full of life. I was breathing heavily. Luckily, I can swim. Otherwise, I would have died here today. I was lying on the seabed. I finally calmed down. There was a lot of blood on the seabed. It was as if someone had broken the red dye. There was a wave of red blood in the sea. No. Where did all the blood come from? I looked around. There was no trace of that woman anywhere. Oh no, the group of people just said she was injured. Did she leak all this? This woman must be something. I don't know when the group of people will come after her. If I get involved in this matter, I'm sure I'll get in big trouble. But if I don't save her, she'll be drowned to death. I thought about it for a long time. In the end, I closed my eyes painfully and dove into the sea. I quickly locked her direction in the sea. I found it. I swam towards her. I used all my strength to drag this woman ashore. I don't know where this place is. Judging from the fishing nets hanging from house to house, it should be a fishing village. My eyes quickly locked on one of the families. I was the fastest recently. I decided to ask for help from this family. I'll be back soon to save you. I put the woman on the ground. I didn't care if she could hear me. I ran to the front door alone. Is anyone there? I need help. Hello, is anyone there? Please open the door. Not long after, the door opened. An old woman opened the door and asked, Who? Then I said, "Ah, hello. Can you help us? What happened to you?" The woman was a little surprised. "You are... Please, our plane was crashed. Help us. Now someone fell into the sea and is seriously injured. I need your help, can I?" The woman was a little surprised. She looked at the lying figure on the shore and shouted into the house, "Honey, come out and save her." The fisherman took a few steps out. Without saying a word, he saved the woman back into the house. "Sir, your woman is seriously injured. This should be a gunshot wound." "Yes. We met robbers on the plane just now. Not only did they take our things, they also fired a few shots at us. My brother-in-law hit his thigh with hatred. In this world, wait and see. I have good ancestral medicine here. No matter how big the wound is, as long as you apply it, you will be fine tomorrow." It's so magical. It's the first time I've heard of this medicine. The woman smiled and said, "Her family has been fishing for generations. Last time the big fish bit her arm and the meat fell off. After applying it, it's very good now." "Is that so? I heard it's a little cold." "My wife brought a basin of water. Wash your woman's wound first. The medicine will be applied later." I looked at the woman. She held my waist with both hands and her head was on my chest. It was as if she was holding a strong arm. She slept soundly. "What time is it now? This woman is still eating tofu on my body. Isn't she in a coma? How can she do such a cheap thing? I have a worse impression of her." "Your woman seems to care about you very much. She is injured, but she still holds you and doesn't let go. It's good to be young. In our generation, it's embarrassing to hold a hand. I'm sorry to make you laugh." I kept a decent smile. "In fact, I hate this shameless woman to the extreme. She is injured like this. Why don't you behave yourself?" My wife was going to look at the face of the woman because of this young man. But it turned out that she was a little surprised by my wife. Is this woman a character? Does anyone even know her? Mother-in-law, do you know her?" My wife hid for a while and talked to herself. "It's a little familiar. I think I've seen it somewhere. I was wrong. Is it the #1 wanted criminal, or is it the person who was temporarily detained in some supervision facility? Based on the behavior of being chased to death just now, she offended at least 2 gangs. Mother-in-law, please think carefully again. Where have you seen her? This is related to my life security. If it's a high-ranking person, I will definitely contact the head office as soon as possible. I will never hide anything." "Madam, shake your head, I can't remember. Judging from your dress, you should be from the city. You are so handsome. You should be a star couple. Don't praise us. How can there be such an embarrassing star like us?" "Young man, apply this powder to her. When dinner is ready, I'll ask the old woman to call you." "Thank you, sorry to bother you, not at all." When I saw them closing the door, I looked at the woman and tapped her head. The woman screamed. It seemed that she was beaten to the point of pain. She was slightly wrinkled. I saw dark blood coming out of her body. There was also continuous blood coming out of her chest. Although I didn't want to, I still took off her top for nothing else. I just didn't want her to die here and make a big deal of it. After wiping the upper half of her body, a pot of water was already muddy. I poured the water out and went outside to get another pot of hot water. I was going to wipe the lower half of her body. As soon as my fingers touched her pants, I hesitated. Forget it. It's over if I just wipe it. There's nothing to be afraid of. But the pants are so tight. How can I take it off? I thought about it for a while. Suddenly, I heard a cold voice. "What are you doing?" I was shocked. The woman pulled my top and pulled me in front of her. I accidentally pressed her wound. "I'm sorry. Did I hit you? I didn't mean to." I stood up in a hurry. "Don't get me wrong. I just want to wipe your body so that it's easy to apply medicine." Her eyes seemed to have misunderstood something. "Let me explain. Why can't you untie your buttons?" There's a bright smile in someone's bright eyes. "What do you want to untie?" I was stunned by her smile. "You don't think I'm interested in you, do you? I have a girlfriend. I will never have any ill intentions for you. Even someone who can't take off his pants has a girlfriend? What's wrong with this world?" I'm a little angry. "Do you think you have to help each other when you're together? My girlfriend and I are innocent. We haven't done anything. I can see it. Your kiss on the plane was very dirty and unruly. I didn't kiss you at first sight. She didn't say it was okay. I was even more angry when she said it. I kept the first kiss for so many years just to give the most complete kiss to each other. I didn't expect to be taken away by this woman in vain. You don't need to comment. I remember throwing the medicine to her." She smiled slightly. "Don't you help me? Didn't you want to look at me just now? Why did you turn around? This is a rare opportunity. You know, not every man has the honor to look at me. My girlfriend is much better than you. I don't look at her, but I don't look at you. This is the first time I've heard of a woman who is better than herself. Look at the way I'm angry. Her mouth can't help but make a slight curve. The action is light. She came a little closer to me. She raised her hand and gently pulled my sleeve. She wanted to say something, but she didn't have time to say it. I saw that she didn't sit still and fell off the bed. Be careful. I tried to help her. The next second, the soft lip balm fell on my lips without warning. I was completely numb. I was stunned for a few seconds. I was so angry that I pushed the woman away. What's wrong with you? Why are you like a hooligan? The woman was like a heart-stealing kitten. She was so proud that you took the initiative. If you didn't fall off the bed, I would have taken the initiative. I've never seen such a bold woman. The woman's eyes were smiling. It was as if the more I angered her, the more interesting it was. If you feel guilty, you can ask her back. I kissed Min Bo-chen. Give me your phone. What are you doing? I looked at this woman and guessed who she was. I felt that she was not a good person. She looked like a fugitive. I heard a knock on the door. Young man, it's time to eat. Your woman is awake, I protested in my heart. She's not my woman. I said it out loud. We'll go now. I'm sorry to trouble you. The woman reminded me on purpose. You haven't put the medicine on me yet. It's like telling the third person. I looked at her. It's like saying, you're not a fugitive. Can't you do it yourself? Young man, it's been a long time. You haven't put the medicine on your woman. Hurry up. It's not good to make the wound worse. You remember to use double oxygen water to disinfect her wound and then pour the medicine powder on it. I won't bother you first. Come out for dinner after putting the medicine on. After saying that, I closed the door. I looked at the woman fiercely. The woman nodded with a smile. It seemed to be satisfied with the result. I hated it so much. Half a bottle of double oxygen water nourished the wound and brought a slight heat. The woman was just quiet. This woman is quite strong-willed. I disinfected the wound for her. I poured the medicine powder on it and wrapped the white bandage around it. After doing this, 2 people walked out of the room just before the doctor left. In the dining room, the fisherman and the fisherman were sitting in front of the table and waiting patiently. We greeted them warmly as soon as we came out. Little girl, are you all right? Come here and sit down. It's time to eat. The fisherman smiled and said, There's nothing to entertain. A little rough tea and a stupid meal. I hope you don't mind, thank you. We've caused you too much trouble. I know she's always rude. Fortunately, I said thank you for her. After I sat down, the woman stood still and looked around. What is this place? As soon as she opened her mouth, there was an aura of a noble person. The lady didn't dare to neglect and warmly introduced herself. This is Yuran Village, located on the border of Nancheng. Nancheng? I've heard of this place. It's about 10 hours drive from Dongcheng. Cell phone. Give me a cell phone. There's no cell phone here. There's a phone in town. I'll ask my wife to take you there tomorrow. It'll be there in 2 hours. There are no other communication devices nearby. This place has been fishing for generations. There is little contact with the outside world. I think she's rude, so I pulled her, she sat down. The woman didn't resist and sat next to me. On the table, a fish, a bowl of fish soup, and a few bowls of rice were all filled with rough utensils. Even the bowl looked like it was missing a little bit, but it was very clean. It should have been used for more than 10 years. The woman suddenly lost her appetite. Little girl, why don't you eat? Come on, eat while it's hot. The lady said she was going to give her a piece of fish, but the woman said no. No need. The lady's hand was held in the air. She didn't expect her passion to be rejected. I was in a hurry. She meant to move the chopsticks by herself. You eat first. I'll pick it up for her. After that, I put the fish on the lady's chopsticks into the lady's bowl and took another piece of fishtail for the woman. Let you pick 3 or 4. So many times. Take your time. I suddenly felt a sense of revenge. Why can't the woman see my mind? This man is really biased. He deliberately gave himself the most fishtail and added the most fish meat to the 2 old people. The woman was not only not angry when she saw this, but also had a smile. Aren't you always at home to help me pick out the fish bones? I only eat the fish you pick. I bit my teeth and spitted. But I love the 2 old people. I had to suppress my anger and say it with a smile. You're such a big man. Don't be willful. Hurry up and eat. Don't you feed me? As soon as I said this, the 2 old people who had just decided to move the chopsticks were stunned. Or should I let the irrelevant person avoid it? Irrelevant person? I almost spitted out a mouthful of blood. Please, this house belongs to others. You are the irrelevant person, okay? Where did this sense of superiority and self-righteousness come from? The woman held my bowl and looked at me with interest. Do you want me to feed you? Do you want to drink soup or eat? I bit my teeth and spitted, but I couldn't speak. Well, how do you usually eat? How do you eat now? You don't have to worry about us. The woman finally hit the source embarrassedly. I just wanted to explain, but it didn't work. The woman has already spoken. We usually eat mouth to mouth. The fisherman couldn't help but spit out a mouthful of rice. What are you doing? The woman was in a hurry to pat his back. Eat well. What's going on? While their eyes were not on this side, I was angry and yelled, You're enough. The woman always kept her temper, as if saying, Either you feed me or I feed you. I finally couldn't bear it. I picked up the woman's bowl. I put the fishbone in her mouth. I bit my teeth and said, You usually like to eat fishbone at home. You don't have to be embarrassed here. They won't treat you like a stranger. Come on, eat more. I almost put all my resentment into her mouth. The eyeballs of the two old people were about to fall off. There are still people who like to eat fishbone these days. Don't worry, ma'am. Her digestive system is very good. Even if you eat this bowl, she can digest it. I took a bite of it for her. The woman was not angry and just looked at me with a smile. From the outside, we seem to have been in love for many years. The relationship is very good. When I thought I had won, the woman suddenly came over. She put the fish meat in my mouth. My double eyelids only reacted in a few seconds. The woman actually ate her food all for me. I suddenly wanted to throw up, but the woman forced me to swallow. She forced me to swallow the food. The two people next to me looked at each other. This way of feeding is so intimate. It's a completely different thing. It's been too long since I've been in contact with the outside world. Young people are so open now. I can't breathe because she kissed me. I instinctively swallowed the food. My first reaction was to get ready for the fishbone to get stuck in my throat. I didn't expect to swallow it. But there was no fishbone that cut through my throat. I looked at the woman. The woman picked up a rough piece of paper and wiped off the fishbone in her mouth. The action was elegant. I couldn't believe how she did it. The woman finally pardoned her mouth. Do you eat it yourself or do I feed you? I picked up the chopsticks. I'll do it myself. I stopped watching her eat. The woman stopped making it difficult for me. She added a big piece of fish to me and took out the fishbone. Eat slowly. She was like a parent. I wanted to eat quickly. Eat as fast as you can. Stay away from this little devil. A meal was eaten in the midst of her suffering. The woman opened the box and took out the thick fish she had been collecting for many years. Young man, you haven't washed up yet. This is the clothes my wife and I wore when we got married. If you don't mind, take it and wear it. The shower water is ready. It's in that room. I hesitated and didn't dare to take it. How could you do that? This is the clothes you wore when you got married. I can't wear it now. I'll keep it as a souvenir. We don't have better clothes here. I hope you don't mind. This woman put the clothes in my hand enthusiastically. I couldn't refuse. I couldn't accept it. I didn't expect the woman to be so cold. This dress doesn't suit you. I couldn't help but fight back. What does it have to do with you? Then get a better one. Okay. I didn't expect her to agree so quickly. The lion opened his mouth and said, You have to pay 10 times the food and medicine and the transportation expenses tonight. 10 times? The woman just opened her mouth lightly. Okay. Normal people will never pay all kinds of expenses tonight because it's really not worth it. But what I didn't expect was, no. Is he crazy? Normal people don't pay attention to me when they hear 10 times. How could he agree so easily? You can give me your phone now. The woman looked into my eyes as if she had seen through everything about me. I covered my own pocket and couldn't help but look at her. How do you know I have it? Before I jumped off the plane, I put the waterproof phone in my pocket and pulled the zipper of the pocket to prevent it from falling out. There's nothing to hide from my eyes. I heard him say that he was reluctant to take the phone out of his pocket. The woman dialed an unfamiliar number. Check the location of the phone. Come and pick me up tomorrow. I saw him talking with a sense of leadership. I was a little curious about his identity. A few words from the woman and it was over. In my contact list, a new number was created and my name was saved. This is my contact information. You saved my life. When do you need my help? Just come to me. I took the phone half-heartedly. He was chased by someone. Is it really impossible to find him? Don't worry. I won't look for you. I don't plan to talk to him. I'm going to take a bath. With this favor, you can make any request. No matter what it is, I'll do it. Anything. Stand still and look back at him. Are you sure? No more words. I can't help but be sarcastic when I see him pretending like this. If I want a villa, a luxury car, you'll do it all. Then I'll do what you want. Luxury car, villa, I'll give it to you. I'll pay for it. What do you think? Sure enough, he's just a big mouth. It's a waste of time to argue with him. I'm not being polite. Get out of the way. Don't block me from taking a bath. When the fisherman was cleaning the bowls and chopsticks, what suddenly came to mind? Isn't that the girl who reported on TV a few days ago? Fu Chinuan, the president of the Shen family group? Yes. It must be right. It's her, I remember. The fisherman was repairing the fishing net. You watch too much TV. How could the president come to a place like this? The fisherman refuted that he could afford a plane. He shouldn't be an ordinary person. Aren't all the presidents in TV flying around the world on a plane? The old man laughed. Silly wife. There are too many people who can afford a plane these days. It's because we haven't been out for too long to see the outside world. The voice of the couple was heard outside the window. When I was taking a bath, I thought of his name, Fu Chinuan. I said a few words. Fu Chinuan. Why does it sound familiar? I reached for the shampoo. I suddenly felt something moving in my fingertips. My heart was pounding. I raised my eyes subconsciously and screamed. The sound was so loud that Anna heard the sound and rushed over immediately. The two elders hadn't regained consciousness yet. She had pushed the bathroom door open and walked in. The bathtub was on one side. I was standing in the corner, my clothes were not neat, and I was a little embarrassed. Anna came forward and gently put her clothes on my shoulder. She was calm, but she was worried. What's wrong? Anna's eyes were calm and there was no one around. I was in a state of panic. My hands were holding her shoulders. I was in a state of panic. The sound was very low. There's something, she gently asked. What did you see? My body was stiff, slightly backward, and my shoulders were in a state of panic. I was staring at the corner of the wall, and my voice was hoarse. The cockroach will fly. Anna smiled gently and was helpless. Are you afraid of cockroaches? Get out of here. I was in a hurry and it was almost an order. When I thought about it, I touched her directly and my back was numb. My whole body was sweating. The cockroach was the only psychological shadow. The next second, the cockroach suddenly flew from the corner of the wall and fell on the window. I was in a state of panic. My face was pale. I was in a state of panic. Get out of here! I was in a state of panic. I was holding the woman's shoulder. Anna coughed. Man, the front wound seems to be involved. Don't move! Her voice was still gentle. The more panic, the easier it is to provoke her. I was in a state of panic. My forehead was sweating. My voice was hoarse. Take me away. Anna looked at the dirty bathroom. She was frowning. The old man outside the door asked, Young man, are you all right? His voice was gentle. She blocked the door and didn't let the old man in. I'm fine. It's just a little scare. Then she held my arm and walked out of the bathroom and back to the bedroom. She took me to the bed and sat down. As for being afraid like this, she was smiling with a heavy breath. I didn't stand or sit down. My body was still in a slight state of panic. The flying cockroach was all over my mind. My hands were on my side. She suddenly felt that he was afraid, but she insisted on not giving up. She was particularly moved. You can sleep in bed tonight. The woman thought that if she didn't leave, she might not do anything. She was going to leave, but she heard me say, Wait a minute. I was afraid to stare at the crawling insect on the wall. I didn't dare to leave. There's really something in this room. Spiders, insects, butterflies. I was afraid of all the insects. She said people used to call me Fu Chinuan, but you can call me Anna. You should put on your clothes first. I heard the woman's reminder. I looked at myself in a confused way. I found myself surrounded by a towel. I have collapsed even more now. I put on my clothes 3 or 2 times. I have a seductive mind. Go to sleep. The woman didn't laugh at me. She lied down next to me after the light was out. I reacted. You're going to sleep here tonight. Or what? I hesitated. 2 strangers who met by chance slept in the same room. If someone finds out, it's bad for your reputation. If a woman interrupts me, don't worry. I'm not interested in you. Not to mention I'm injured, nothing will happen. Don't worry, I'm not interested in you. Besides, I'm injured. Nothing's going to happen. I thought it made sense, but I still couldn't let my guard down. The woman said, seeing my hesitation. If there's a cockroach, I can help you. I'm not as scared of bugs as you are. Several roof tiles were lifted and fell to the ground with a clatter. As the luxury plane drew closer, more and more tiles fell, eventually tearing off most of the roof. Everything inside the house was out of order. blown about by the wind, and even the windows were gone. As the luxury plane flew in closer and closer, the tiles fell deeper and deeper, and in the end, it fell on half of the roof first, and the things in the house lost their place, and were all blown to the east and west. On the beach, many fishermen living nearby came out to see what was going on. This secluded fishing village had never been so bustling before. I was awakened by the noise and found myself sleeping with Anna in my arms. I quickly sat up. Thankfully, both of us were fully clothed. I looked at Fu Chinuan, Anna, who was looking at me with disdain. I was worried that if I woke you up, you'd go wild and it wouldn't be as simple as just a few hugs. Why is this woman talking so rudely? Suddenly, I realized what that noise was outside. My people are here to pick us up. Fu Chinuan lazily got up. Let's go. I haven't even brushed my teeth or washed my face yet, she continued. I'll take you somewhere else. Or do you want to wash up in that room with the cockroaches? Hearing the word cockroaches, I immediately shook my head like a wave.
Even though I don't want to leave with her, I have absolutely no other choice. Walking out of the old house with her, a huge crowd of villagers has already gathered outside to watch the commotion. Not far away stands a private jet, incredibly grand. A custom logo is engraved on the fuselage, looking extremely high class and luxurious. I've lived in luxury since I was a kid. What kind of luxury aircraft have I not flown in? But this specific jet costs up to $1 billion, ranking at the very top of the most luxurious aircraft line. When it first debuted, it caused quite a stir among the high society elite. Word is, the interior is divided into a living room, a workspace, an entertainment area, a lounge bedrooms, and a whole bunch of other essential areas. A woman steps down from the plane, looking at her aura. Isn't she a legendary rich young miss? Unexpectedly, that young miss walks toward me, a gentle smile playing on her lips. I think to myself, oh my god, is she a pursuer of mine? No matter how charming I am, how could she possibly know I'm in this fishing village to come and help me out? But if she's not a pursuer, why does she keep staring straight at me like that? The woman walks closer to me step by step. If she confesses her love later, what reason should I use to reject her? Right, I already have the girlfriend. I don't want to accept another woman. Just while I'm still endlessly debating with myself, the woman walks right past me and walks straight up to Fu Chinuan. Miss, I finally fetched you. Your subordinate deserves death. I didn't expect those two groups of people to dare make a move on the plane. What do you mean, miss? I stare at that woman. Just what on earth is her true identity? Sounds like her background is anything but ordinary. Have you investigated it thoroughly yet? Fu Chinuan has no intention of blaming her, asking back in a calm, nonchalant tone instead. Aside from the Black Dragon Society and the Polar Organization, there was another group of unknown origin. Before the Black Dragon Society and the Polar Organization made their move, the other party had already blown up the plane wing. Their actions were extremely aggressive. Who was their target? Xiao Xiao hesitates for a moment, then says their target was a man. However, the casualties among the passengers on the plane were severe, so we haven't traced any leads for the time being. After finishing her report, Xiao Xiao sneaks a glance at me. Who is this man? To be able to stand so close to her lady. One must know that the miss has always disliked being close to men, utterly loathing close contact with the male sex. Yet she doesn't seem to reject him at all. Fu Chinuan's gaze darkens, seemingly pondering over something. A moment later, she orders, this house. Find someone to come replan and completely renovate it. When you landed just now, you blew their roof clean off. The woman bows her head to admit her fault. This is my fault, miss. Fu Chinuan asks the elderly woman nearby. Ma'am, do you know how to grow vegetables? The old woman is already so shocked that she is completely speechless. Judging from the dialogue between the two, this woman is absolutely not simple. The woman next to her, seeing that she didn't answer, frowns slightly. Our miss is asking you, ma'am. The old woman hurriedly replies, yes, I do. Then give her an additional vegetable garden. After finishing her instructions, Fu Chinuan turns to look at me. I didn't expect she would actually turn last night's joke into reality. For a moment, I don't know how to respond. As for the lodging fee, I will compensate them with a brand new house. Regarding the medical fee, you mentioned Xiao Xiao hand them a check for 1 million RMB. Hearing her lady's order, Xiao Xiao is about to write it down when she suddenly remembers something. Miss, is there any bank around here that can cash a check? There isn't one. If this couple takes a check, within a 1,000-mile radius around here, let alone whether they can actually cash it. Even if they could, carrying it back along the way would be a huge hassle. Then give them cash. Fu Chinuan gives a decisive order. Xiao Xiao brings a suitcase of cash down, presenting it right before the old woman. This is a token of our Mrs. appreciation. Please accept it. The old woman is stunned, tremblingly opening the suitcase. Inside are neat stacks of RMB bills. The amount of money is so massive that the old woman faints on the spot. Honey, the old fisherman hurriedly catches her. Looking inside the suitcase, even the old man wants to faint along with her. This much money, they have literally never seen in their entire lives. Follow me. Fu Chinuan walks ahead. I hurriedly follow behind her to board the plane. Inside the super spacious cabin, there are 8 sofas and state-of-the-art audiovisual systems everywhere. I know for a fact that this is the jet with the best performance among the high society elite. Take him to freshen up. After finishing her instructions, Fu Chinuan walks into the bathroom inside the master bedroom herself, leaving the other large bathroom for me. Xiao Xiao makes a polite gesture. Sir, please follow me this way. I follow behind Xiao Xiao, intending to ask what kind of person Fu Chinuan is. But on second thought, it's completely unnecessary. After all, once we land, we'll go our separate ways, and there won't be another chance to meet again in the future. Here are your toiletries, and over here are clothes to change into. The bathroom is over there. All bathing supplies have been fully prepared. Xiao Xiao politely introduces. I secretly marvel in my heart. Looking at the outfit next to me, are these for me too? Yes, sir. My tone carries a hint of sarcasm. Aside from clothes, there's even men's underwear. Just looking at it gives me the creeps. Xiao Xiao thinks I am misunderstanding something and hurriedly explains, no, it's not like that. This is what the miss specifically instructed in her text message last night. They should all be your exact size, sir. My ears flushed bright red. When the hell did she text her? How did I not know anything about it? It was exactly at 11 p.m. last night. Thanks to Xiao Xiao's reminder, I finally remember. At that time, I had already been lying in bed for a while. Don't tell me she took advantage of me being fast asleep to sneakily use my phone to send that text. Damn it. I don't know if she sneakily checked out other things on my phone either. Thinking up to this point, a wave of shame mixed with fury instantly surges within me. With a loud slam, I bang the bathroom door shut. Sir, if you need anything, you can use the intercom system on the wall. I will always be ready to serve you. After saying that, Xiao Xiao respectfully withdraws. While showering, I keep cursing her out in my head. Daring to sneakily use my phone? Honestly, cursing her 1,000 times still doesn't feel like enough to vent my anger. Stepping out after my shower, Fu Chinuan is already seated at the table having her meal. I notice she has also finished bathing, her body exuding a very pleasant fragrance. After changing into a clean dress, Fu Chinuan looks like a completely different person. Her movements while cutting the steak also look extremely noble. Absolutely not like some ordinary rich kid. The moment I sit down, I hear her say, "Last night, you saved my life. To show my gratitude, I will pay you a 10 million RMB reward." My movements stiffen up. Why does this sentence sound so annoying to hear? Hearing this, Xiao Xiao immediately writes a check for 10 million RMB and respectfully presents it before me. Sir, please accept our Mrs. token of appreciation. I coldly reject it. No need. Last night's matter was just me lending a hand. Just consider it the fee for sleeping together for one night then. The moment Fu Chinuan finishes speaking, Xiao Xiao is completely stupefied. What the heck? This man actually stayed with the miss last night? This is literally mind-blowing news. One must know that her miss has always kept her distance from men, let alone bodyguards. Even her assistant is a girl like her. Normally, whenever the old master tries to play matchmaker, he gets flat out rejected by her cold attitude. Wanting the miss to fall in love is literally harder than climbing to heaven. What kind of wind blew this guy in? Or does this man possess some kind of magic that can actually make the miss willingly surrender like this? I fling the check right back at Fu Chinuan. If anything, this is the service fee I'm giving you. Thinking it over, I still don't feel fully avenged. So I pull a 1 yuan bill from my wallet and throw it over. Consider it a tip for your decent performance last night. This is a little bonus I'm rewarding you with. Service fee, good performance. Xiao Xiao is now beyond shook. But despite her shock, she has fast hands and sharp eyes. She manages to intercept the check mid-air and quickly catches that loose change as well. If not for her, both items would have smacked her miss right in the face. Fu Chinuan looks at me with an incredibly suggestive gaze. I give her a sharp glare. About what happened last night. I hope you don't go around casually running your mouth. After all, we didn't do anything. I don't care how wild you are on the outside, but I'm a man who already has a girlfriend. I hope Miss Fu can show me a little respect. Xiao Xiao, standing on the side, is completely at a loss for words from the pure shock. How could her miss possibly like a guy who already has a girlfriend? Moreover, he doesn't even treat her with any respect at all. One must know that the miss is royalty, a top-tier noble heiress, topping the Forbes Billionaires list for 6 consecutive years. Whether in terms of talent or looks, is there any aspect of this young miss that doesn't awe people? Yet this specific man completely disrespects her miss. Xiao Xiao secretly laments in her heart, bro, your ability to judge people is seriously flawed. Even if you don't know the miss's true identity, just by looking at the insane luxury of this private jet, the miss is easily 10,000 times better than your girlfriend. Instead of trying to secure the bag with this sugar mommy, why are you out here actively kicking her away? You really are incredibly loyal to your girlfriend. Fu Chinuan's tone is completely unpredictable, but Xiao Xiao can tell that her miss actually cares now. Okay, this whole thing is getting more and more interesting, but the miss shouldn't be too jealous. Normally, whatever she wants is always a total piece of cake to get, let alone the opponent already having a girlfriend. Even if he were already married, she could still steal him away, right? I let out a cold laugh. Miss Fu, you think too highly of me. It's just that I'm not as loose as you are. Promiscuous. This man actually dares to call her Miss Promiscuous. Xiao Xiao is so angry she can barely breathe. Yet Fu Chinuan isn't angry at all. On the contrary, she smiles and says, eat up. Only after you've eaten will you have the energy to bicker with me. I'm honestly not that hyped about this feast. But after saving her life yesterday, she has literally pissed me off time and time again. Eating a breakfast of hers shouldn't be too much to ask, right? Thinking this way, I drop the politeness and start digging in. Fu Chinuan looks at me with a smile, casually cutting a piece of steak and placing it on my plate. Try it. The flavor isn't half bad. I use my fork to shove that piece of steak right out. Who wants to eat your leftovers? I can serve myself. Xiao Xiao is seriously getting an eye-opener today. This gentleman certainly has a unique personality. He does whatever he feels like, acting completely on his own whims, treating her miss like an absolute nobody. Having followed the miss closely since childhood, this is the first time she's seen someone treat the miss like thin air. One must know that all those men in the past, whenever they stood before the miss, everyone desperately craved her attention. Yet this gentleman really forces people to see him in a different light. Right after I finish my breakfast, the jet lands at the civil airport in Dongcheng. Thanks for the hospitality, Miss Fu. Let's not meet again. I hope we never cross paths again in this lifetime. I decisively step off the plane, hail a taxi, and arrogantly leave the scene. Fu Chinuan watches my fading figure as I walk away, seemingly plotting something. Xiao Xiao, standing on the side, cautiously asks, Miss, are we heading home? She can clearly sense that the miss is unhappy. Back to the company. Fu Chinuan's tone is very cold, seemingly carrying a hint of disappointment. Xiao Xiao quickly chimes in with a suggestion. Should we investigate his identity, miss? Fu Chinuan's cold gaze sweeps over instantly, as if reprimanding Xiao Xiao for poking her nose where it doesn't belong. Xiao Xiao shivers all over, just about to slap her own mouth for speaking out of turn. But unexpectedly, Fu Chinuan says, Xiao Xiao, I see you're understanding me more and more lately. Seeing a strange smile display on her lady's crimson lips, Xiao Xiao shivers uncontrollably, not knowing whether she should feel lucky or worried. This is the first time the miss has ever been like this over a man, just now in order to drop him off. They flew right past their own villa district without stopping, specifically flying to Dongcheng's only civil airport, just so it would be convenient for him to hail a cab. Could it be true after all? And they've only spent one night together. Xiao Xiao bows to take orders. Yes, miss. I will go investigate immediately. Fu Chinuan's gaze looks out the window filled with intense curiosity. After getting into the car, I immediately give an address. Shenuang Group. Thanks. Hearing this name, the taxi driver asked back with a hint of surprise. Did you say the Shenuang Group on South Linjiang Road? Is there a problem, sir? The driver gasps, but doesn't say anything more. This gentleman probably hasn't been back in a very long time, so he doesn't even know that the group changed its name, huh? Shifting into gear, the driver stops wasting words, hitting the gas and rushing straight toward the destination. I breathe in the air outside the window of Dongcheng. I finally returned. The wind blows against my face, carrying a strong familiar scent. I'm currently in a great mood. I suddenly remember I haven't texted my parents yet. Whatever, I'll just show up later and give them a massive surprise. Today is Lu Nianian's birthday. The gift I painstakingly prepared for her was unfortunately lost ever since I jumped out of the plane. I feel a bit annoyed. That woman who stole my first kiss, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have gotten mixed up in this absolute mess. I pull out my phone and call a bakery. Excuse me, do you have any pre-made cakes available right now? Young Master Yan, is that you? The receptionist girl almost drops her phone. For the past 10 plus years, all of the Yan family's pastries have been ordered from this place, so she knows the phone numbers of every single Yan family member completely by heart. But the reason she is so surprised right now is because this number hasn't contacted them in 3 whole years. Yeah, I've returned to the country. I want to order your biggest cake. May I ask if you can make it in time today? Are you ordering it for Miss Lu? In the past, around this time, every year, the Yan family would order a cake for Lu Nianian. Everyone at the bakery knew this very well. However, the receptionist felt the need to remind young master. Yan, the second young master, has already sent a cake over there, sir. I didn't expect Yan Yibai to be this thoughtful. This younger half-brother of mine usually always thinks of me and even handles a small matter like ordering a cake in person. Thinking up to this point, I smile with relief. Then there's no need anymore. Going empty-handed should be fine, right? After all, we are all family. Thinking so, I look up at the scenery outside the window. The closer we get to my family's group, the more beautiful the surrounding landscape becomes. One must know that my family's group is a top-tier major enterprise in Dongcheng. While I am lost in thought, the taxi slowly comes to a halt. We're here. When I pay the fare and step out of the car, I only just notice, why did the name change? What on earth is a Jingshi group? Skeptical, I look around my surroundings. This is definitely the Yan family's territory, as all the architectural structures are exactly the same as before. But this name? Before I can think any further, 2 employees wearing ID badges hurriedly walk past me. Didn't President Yan already say so yesterday? He won't be present today, so we have to follow up closely on this proposal. President Yan really is incredibly experienced. Under his leadership, the profits for the past 3 years have grown quite a lot. Exactly. I hurriedly stopped them. Hey, wait a moment. Excuse me, is the President Yan you're talking about Yan Yuanzong? Yes, that's right. The 2 of them let out a forced laugh. Then it's nothing. Sorry to bother you. The 2 of them look at me with bizarre expressions and quickly walk away. So it turns out my family's group just changed its name. The doubts and anxiety that had just welled up inside me are completely cleared away at this very moment. Walking into the main entrance of the group, hello sir, who are you looking for? Seeing someone approach the receptionist girl, immediately stands up respectfully, greeting me with a sweet smile. Hello, my name is Yan Chen. I am the son of Yan Yuanzong, and also the CEO of this group. Please inform them for me. Just say that I have returned to the country and want to go upstairs right now. The moment I finish my sentence, the other party suddenly bursts out laughing. Her respectful attitude from earlier completely vanishes, replaced instead by pure disdain. Bro, did you come to the wrong place or something? The group's CEO, named Yan, is only one single person, and that is our Mr. Yan Yuanzong. As for the son of President Yan that you mentioned, President Yan also has only one son, and that is our Yan Yibai, Chairman Yan. Hey buddy, before you lie, you should at least do some research first. I'm completely dumbfounded. Yan Yibai has also become the chairman of the board. How 3 years ago when grandpa passed away, the lawyer made it very clear when announcing the will. 80% of the Qingyuan Group shares and tens of billions in assets of the Yan family would be up for fair competition between me and my dad Yan Yuanzong. Whoever met the inheritance conditions first would have the right to succeed. Before officially inheriting, both my dad and I were CEOs of this group, managing the company's business together. In that will, there wasn't a single mention of Yan Yibai. How could Yan Yibai possibly have a share in this? I smile and ask back, there must be a mistake somewhere. What I said is all the truth. The Yan Yibai you mentioned is my younger brother. The receptionist girl still maintains a polite smile. Oh really, I've been working here for 3 years. And I've never heard that Chairman Yan has an older brother. I still persistently claim Yan Yuanzong is my dad? If I were a fraud, how would I know his name? The receptionist's lips twitch. She decides to stop being polite. Countless people know our President Yan's name, but I don't know where you overheard the news. To know that President Yan is not here today. Knowing that President Ran is not here today, which is why you ran over here to impersonate someone else's wealthy son. But let me give you a piece of advice. Being a fraud is not a good career choice. She speaks in such a high and mighty lecturing tone that it leaves me stuck between tears and laughter. You've really misunderstood. I am indeed his biological son. Yeah, and I'm Jack Ma's daughter. You look quite handsome. Surely you could do any other job instead of resorting to this clown behavior. I think you're actually trying to sneak into our President Yan's office to steal stuff more like. Looking at these fake designer clothes you're wearing, it looks pretty legit. Who would have thought you're just a con artist? When I first walked in, the receptionist actually thought I was some VIP client. Who would have guessed he's just a shameless scammer? I'm really not lying to you. Both my dad and I are the CEOs of this group. Yesterday there was also someone claiming to be the boyfriend of our President Lu. He threw a massive dramatic tantrum right here. It was hilarious. Using that excuse would have sounded way more convincing. I become even more confused. Are you talking about Lu Nianian? I am indeed her boyfriend. The receptionist girl rolls her eyes so hard, she almost faints on the spot. And I'm Wang Xikong's girlfriend. Looks like you really are the stubborn, unteachable type. If you still don't leave, I'm calling security to throw you out. I know talking to her any further is completely useless. I can only patiently say, how about this? Connect me to the internal line, and I will personally speak with your President Yan. This is the best way to prove my identity. The receptionist gives a massive eye roll. Sir, if you keep being this stubborn, I'm seriously calling the cops. Leave quickly. Today is a joyous day, don't bring us bad luck. I continue to ask, what joyous day? You don't even know about this. Today is the birthday of the Yan family's future daughter-in-law. All the top executive, management have already gone to the Hanging Gardens to celebrate her. Only a total weirdo like you would stay here impersonating President Yan's son. If you have time to scam people, you might as well find a way to go there and see what a real young master of the Yan family actually looks like. I know very well. Continuing to talk to her is just a total waste of time. I hail a taxi, get inside, feeling both annoyed and amused in my heart. Should I say this receptionist is intentionally making things hard for others? Or is she just way too dedicated to her job? I pull out my phone and call my parents. But after dialing several times, no one picks up. I try calling my younger brother and then try calling Lu Nianian. But among these 4 people without a single exception, not a single soul answers my calls. I turn over and ask the taxi driver. Driver, there's something I want to ask you real quick. The Shenuang Group. How did it suddenly turn into the Qingxi Group? Who knows, kid? I've been working here for 2 years, and it has always been the Qingxi Group. I've never even heard anyone mention any name like Shenuang Group before. I nod and stop questioning any further. After arriving at the Dongcheng First Hotel, I head straight to the Hanging Gardens on the top floor. Because I don't have an invitation card, the 2 security guards absolutely refuse to let me in. No matter how much I try to explain, they remain cold as ice, completely refusing to give me any face. Go, 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 don't hang around here bringing us bad luck. I am really Yan Yuanzong's son. If you still don't leave, we're going to use force. Wait, isn't this Brother Chen? A familiar smile suddenly appears right in front of me. I look up and see Brother Hao. Not seeing him for 3 years, he has gotten even more handsome. The 2 security guards hurriedly greet him the moment they see him. Young Master Shi. Greetings, sir. Sure, Hao obviously doesn't even care about them, turning his head to look at me instead. When did you get back to the country? How come I didn't hear my playful little sister mention anything? How come I didn't hear my flirtatious little sister mention anything? She's even using you as a shield. She told Grandpa that he has to find someone exactly like you before she'll agree to marry, making the whole family burst into laughter. Brother Hao, stop teasing me. From childhood until now, you've always treated me like a total joke. How can this count as a joke? To be able to catch the eye of my flirtatious little sister and even have her persistently chase you for 3 whole years, you've seriously broken the record. For her longest unsuccessful pursuit. You've seriously broken her longest unsuccessful pursuit record. Shahao laughs and pats my shoulder. Brother Hao, stop joking. You came at the perfect time. They don't believe my identity. Could you please help me vouch for it? Hao's finger gently touches his chin. Then what kind of benefit am I going to get? Just consider it that I owe you a favor, Brother Hao. I'll definitely return it in the future. As long as it's within my ability, just say the word, Brother Hao. Watch closely. If you know what's good for you, get out of the way for me. If you know what's good for you, get out of the way. Knowing who he was, knowing that the person standing in front of them was the eldest young master of the Yan family, they immediately cleared the path. Thanks, Shi Hao. Just as I'm about to step inside, I hear Shi Hao say, but Brother Chen, you really came at the wrong time today. You really came at the wrong time today. Brother Hao, I don't quite get what you mean by that. From what I know, a great drama is about to unfold later. I'm someone who loves drama the most. And if the drama wasn't top tier, I wouldn't have come here in person. Listening to this, my mind goes completely blank. Suddenly, the lights in the hall turn off, leaving only a single spotlight shining directly onto the stage. Yan Yuanzong stands up there with a bright smile. Right here, I have a piece of good news to announce regarding my son's marriage. The entire hall goes quiet in cooperation, holding their breath. Is the group merging? When did this happen? I'm a bit confused, and at the same time, I feel curious. Is Dad planning to announce the marriage between me and Lu Nianian? Why didn't he discuss it with me beforehand? Let's just see how the drama plays out first. The future daughter-in-law of the Yan family. Lu Nianian, please come up to the stage. Yan Yuanzong takes the lead in applauding. Standing below the stage, I applaud along. Not seeing her for 3 years, Lu Nianian has gotten quite a bit thinner. A gentle smile appears on her lips, making her look even more approachable. Just looking at her from afar like this, I already think she's absolutely wonderful. Next, please welcome my son Yan Yibai to the stage. Following Yan Yuanzong's call, the entire hall erupts with thunderous applause. Yan Yibai walks onto the stage with a smile. Not seeing him for 3 years, he looks a lot more mature. But what I completely didn't expect is that Lu Nianian's hand is tightly holding Yan Yibai's hand. The two look at each other affectionately, just like a deeply in love couple. The feeling like a bolt from the blue hits way too fast. My whole body can't stand steady, stumbling back a step. Unbelievable. My girlfriend and my younger brother are actually about to announce their marriage. Shahao quickly lends a hand. Can't take it anymore after just this much. The real good drama is still ahead. Yan Yuanzong's hearty laughter rings out. On this auspicious and beautiful day, I announce that the Yan family and the Lu family are officially joining in marriage. My son Yan Yibai will marry the heir of the Lu family, Lu Nianian. The wedding of the two will be held on the 28th of next month. Today is not only the grand celebration of the 3rd anniversary of the merger between the Shenuang Group and the Lu Shi Group, but also Nianian's birthday party, as well as the engagement party of the young couple. The words engagement party are like a bucket of cold water splashed straight in my face, leaving me no time to react. I feel my brain going numb, a piercing pain through my heart and soul, like never before. The girlfriend I've loved for 8 whole years is actually about to get engaged to my own younger brother. How is this even possible on this joyous day? I also have a regretful matter that needs to be announced. My eldest son, Yan Chen, the flight he took yesterday encountered an accident. Starting from today, I, Yan Yuanzong, only have one single son left, and that is Yibai. Since Yan Chen met with an accident logically, he no longer has inheritance rights. The future business of the company will have to rely on Yibai and Nianian. The moment Yan Yuanzong's words fall, the entire hall is shaken. While silently mourning for me, they also secretly observe Lu Nianian and Yan Yibai. These two new heirs. Looks like the Qingshu Group is about to change owners very soon. I didn't expect everything to turn out like this. Dad announced my death way too early, making me feel like I no longer have any value in their eyes. Even when I met with disaster, Dad didn't even bother to go look for his son. 3 years ago, sending Yan Chen abroad was originally intended for him to learn perfumery formulation, to come back and help me manage the group. Who would have thought that heaven is truly jealous of genius? We can only blame it on his lack of good fortune. Today is a joyous day, so let's put Yan Chen's matter aside for now. No more mentioning it. Everyone please feel free to raise a glass. Cheers to our group's continuous growth. After Yan Yuanzong finishes speaking, he immediately raises his glass to toast the guests. The guests across the entire hall simultaneously raise their glasses in return. My heart aches like it's being cut by a knife. Looking at that beaming man on the stage, I can't bring myself to believe it. Is this actually my dad? Dad, from now on, you have me and brother Yibai to take care of you. Don't be too sad, Dad. The moment Nianian finishes offering the toast, she supports his arm and slowly walks down the stage. Exactly, Dad. Although you lost a son, you gained a good daughter-in-law like Nianian. Looks like heaven hasn't treated you poorly either. In everything, there are gains and losses. Yan Yi supports his other arm. Yan Yuanzong pats his shoulder. Attending the banquet today, there are also President Lin of the Lin Shu Group and President Zhen of the Wanhui Group. Dad will take you guys over there to greet them. Ying, you come over here too. In the future, I will frequently go on business trips, so the kids' matters will require you to pay more attention. What are you saying? After all, I am the group chairman's wife. Even though they are not my biological children, I will still take care of them with all my heart, stepmother. Zhang Ying smiles radiantly. I look at the family of 4, seeing myself looking exactly like an outsider. Blinking at the sight, I can't stop myself from trembling. I've only been gone for 3 years, and everything has completely changed. Yan Yuanzong leads them along to greet the big bosses from various different groups. The family of 4, happily chatting and laughing, walks toward a dining table, just about to have their meal. Having quite a good time, huh? What's so interesting that you're smiling so brightly? As my voice rings out, the expressions of the family of 4 abruptly change. Yan Yibai reacts the fastest, his eyes widening in sheer disbelief. Brother, you're back. How can this be possible? Should I not have come back? You mean you're not dead yet? Do you really wish for my death that badly? No, I mean, this is just impossible. Yan Yibai completely can't believe that his older brother could actually return alive. The one whose face changes just as much is Yan Yuanzong. Yan Chen, didn't the flight you were on encounter an accident? I watched the news, and it said there were no survivors among all the passengers. I let out a bone-chilling cold sneer. So Dad didn't even bother to go look for me, and directly pronounce a death sentence on me instead. I completely cannot describe my current state of mind. A biological dad announcing the death of his own son with a tone that is terrifyingly casual. Seeing this, Zhang Ying forces a chuckle and scolds me to break the ice. Yan Chen, you really aren't being good at all. Since you survived and returned, you should have called home to let us know you're safe. You have no idea how worried the 4 of us were. None of us could sleep well all night. Oh really? I see that every single one of you is in high spirits, not looking like someone suffering from insomnia at all. I look up, narrowing my eyes. To be able to inherit the legacy under my name, you guys must be absolutely thrilled, right? Seeing that I'm starting to throw an attitude, Yan Yuanzong immediately shouts out loud. Yan Chen, is that how you speak to your mother? Dad knows that the matter between Nianian and Yibai makes it hard for you to accept all at once, but with so many guests present here, you must at least save some face for the Yan family. Drop that childish temper right now. Then who is going to save face for me? I look at Lu Nianian with pure resentment. As long as she is willing to give a reasonable explanation, I could let everything go. But she doesn't display even a single shred of guilt. Yan Chen, regarding the matter between me and Yibai, I am the one at fault. The reason I never dared to tell you the truth was because I was afraid you would lose your mind just like you are right now. Lose my mind, I was betrayed by my closest loved ones. Am I supposed to just swallow the bitter pill and take it lying down? Over the past 8 years, if you had just been honest with me even once, things wouldn't have led to this point. On one hand, you said you loved me, but on the other hand, you secretly gave your body and soul to my younger brother. Lu Nianian, is this what you call your love? Speaking up to this point, I am both furious and heartbroken. Just a few days ago, she was still texting me saying she loved me. So how did she change her heart today? When it comes to feelings, who can really predict them anyway? Zhang Ying adjusts her shawl, using a high and mighty tone to lecture. Nian and Yibai are deeply in love right now. Are you really heartless enough to tear these lovebirds apart? Forced love is never sweet. Instead of turning against each other as enemies, why don't you just be generous and bless the two of them? After all, we are all one family. Whether Nyanyan chooses you or chooses Yibai, what difference does it really make? I roar out in pure fury. Of course there's a difference. Yibai is Yibai, and I am me. I am the only legal heir of the group. He is not. Didn't you hear what your dad just announced? Now Yibai is also an heir. Your return is actually perfect timing. Nyanyan is pregnant. Yibai is way too busy with work to handle everything, so you can just stay and be a running errand boy for him, lending him a hand. Almost can't stand steady, my entire body feeling as if struck by lightning. You guys, I completely didn't expect that they already have a child together. Brother, in just a few more months. My child will be born. Very soon you'll be promoted to an uncle. Don't you feel happy? As Yan Yibai finishes speaking, his eyes clearly show a smug and provocative look. Such a blatant show of dominance? How could I possibly fail to recognize it? Brother, you've studied abroad since childhood and possess deep knowledge. Why don't you help name our child? Yan Yibai knows full well that I am suffering, yet he intentionally rubs salt into my wound. That's a great idea, Yan Yuanzong agrees, saying, Yan Chen, if you feel uncomfortable in your heart, then just let the child call you Godfather. The name can also be given by you. How about that? I burst out laughing in bitterness. Is this supposed to be some kind of charity? If this incident hadn't happened, I wouldn't have known that my own family could be this shameless. How about naming it Yan Jianli? I say with a cold smile, so that when this child grows up, they will gradually distance themselves from you guys. Hearing this, Zhang Yingying is furious. Yan Chen, did all the manners I taught you over the years just go completely down the drain? Oh really, stepmother? You should take a good look at yourself before lecturing others. I raise my wine glass. Since you wanted to get married, shouldn't I toast you a glass? Yan Yibai still maintains his fake politeness. I'm very glad you survived and returned. The wedding of me and Nyanyan really needs your blessing. I smile faintly. Then I wish you a total end to your lineage, but with a pack of dogs always around you. After saying that, I splash the glass of wine right in his face. Lu Nyanyan is startled and horrified. Yan Chen, you've gone way too far. No matter what, Yibai is still your younger brother. How could you act like this? This is seriously so uneducated. Yan Yuanzong completely didn't expect that I would behave in such an incredibly rude manner. But I don't see any problem with my actions at all. On the contrary, I grab another glass of wine and walk up in front of Lu Nyanyan. This glass of wine is a toast to you. I wish that from now on our ties are completely severed, and we will never see each other again. After saying that, I splash the whole glass of wine forward. Zhang Yingying tries to stop it, but it's already too late. The crimson liquid ruins Lu Nyanyan's makeup. Seeing my dad and my ex-girlfriend caring so deeply and worrying for someone else like that, my heart clenches in pain. Is this even still the family I used to know? I smash the empty wine glass onto the ground, shattering it completely. With eyes full of resentment looking toward Yan Yuanzong, I growl each and every single word. This glass is just like the familial bond between us, which can never be mended ever again starting from today. From now on, our affection is cut off and our loyalty is dead. You guys go take your grand highway, while I take my single plank bridge. Like a lone wounded wolf, I silently walk away from everyone's sight. Outside, it suddenly starts pouring down with heavy rain. I painfully walk along in the curtain of rain, letting the world wash me with this coldness. It's time to wake up from the dream being foolish for 8 whole years. It's time to wake up. The icy rainwater beats down on my heart without mercy. I laugh out in absolute misery, feeling like my existence is nothing but a joke. I laugh and cry at the same time as the heavy rain soaks my body. I'm so grief-stricken that I can't break free from it. Many vehicles honk their horns loudly at me. You psycho, if you want to die, get the hell somewhere else to die. Don't go dirtying my car. Get out of the way for me right now. Are you deaf? Didn't you hear the horn? The honking of the cars makes me laugh even louder. I look just like a crazy person. The harsher people insult me, the more joyfully I laugh. Suddenly, from the direction of the intersection, a black car rushes over. It charges straight toward me at an extremely high speed. I recognize this model, this license plate, and this color. Isn't this Lu Nyanyan's car? I stand dazed right on the spot. Is Nyanyan coming to look for me? Could it be that she already knows she's wrong? And that's why she came here to beg for my forgiveness. I don't know whether I should forgive her or not. Our feelings over the past 8 years are just like threads, tightly stitched into my youth stitch by stitch. To tear apart the memories belonging to her, I really can't bring myself to do it. A dry sound of collision rings out. I watch with my own eyes as that black car crashes hard into me. My mind instantly goes numb. Turns out she actually wants me dead for real. My eyes suddenly go wide. I completely can't believe it. Just because I splashed a glass of wine at Yan Yibai's face, she personally drove a car here to run me over and kill me. My laughter becomes more and more eerie. My body collapses heavily onto the road, gradually losing consciousness as the rainwater heartlessly pours down on me. On the ground, a bright red color spreads out patch by patch. Miss, we hit someone. A worried voice suddenly rings out. I'm not used to driving President Lu's car. Just now, when I noticed someone in the rain, it was already too late to brake. The person in the backseat doesn't even bother to look up. Her voice is extremely cold. Find someone to handle it. Xiao Xiao reaches out her hand to wipe the windshield, looking carefully once more. Miss it. It seems to be Mr. Yan. I hit Mr. Yan. Those words make the person in the backseat instantly look up. Is it him? With a thud, the car door is flung wide open. Fu Chinuan walks quickly toward that figure. Before Xiao Xiao can even react, her young mistress has already bent down, trying her best to support him up. Miss, please be careful with your health. Contact Dr. Zhang immediately. Let's go home. Fu Chinuan looks at the man in her arms. In such heavy rain, what on earth was he doing? Seeing a car coming, he didn't even bother to dodge. The bloodstains behind his neck mix with the rainwater, completely dyeing Fu Chinuan's dress red. Xiao Xiao, drive faster. Yes, miss, I'm already driving as fast as I can. Finally, Xiao Xiao drives the car into the West Bank residential area. This place is known as the most expensive plot of land in Rongcheng, and that is precisely Fu Chinuan's home. Welcome back, miss. Following Fu Chinuan's hurried footsteps, the doctors and nurses follow behind her one after another and arrive at the living room. The young mistress is originally someone with a severe germophobia, so why did she let a soaking wet person lie on the bed like this? On top of that, it's actually a man. Several doctors and nurses look at each other in utter astonishment. Miss, aren't you going to dress the wound for this gentleman? Get out, all of you, get out for me. What exactly is the young mistress planning to do? At this moment, a servant enters carrying a basin of water. After everyone has left, she reaches out her hand to take off my soaking wet shirt, using a warm towel to repeatedly wipe down my body. Hearing the young mistress calling them in, the people waiting outside immediately step inside. At a single glance, they see Qinghuan wiping my body down. Hurry up and treat the wound. Xiao Xiao, standing by the side, is secretly astonished. She actually looked over his entire body, admiring him from top to bottom without missing a single spot. You could just leave this matter to the caretaker. If not, you can just hand it over to me. How could the young mistress do this kind of heavy labor? Don't go. I suddenly grab the doctor's sleeve, painfully muttering in my delirium. Dr. Zhang is startled, and his motion of applying the medicine becomes a bit rougher. It hurts so much that I gasp. Get the hell out. Fu Qinghuan directly pushes Dr. Zhang away. What a clumsy fool can't even handle a small task like this. Fu Qinghuan personally applies the medicine for me. Why did you treat me like this? Just why? What's going on here? Was Brother Chen bullied by someone? Xiao Xiao go investigate and see what happened. Yes, miss. Since when did our young mistress know how to care for a man? In addition, change all the servants in the house to males. Because Fu Qinghuan hadn't been close to men for years. The servants in the house were entirely female. That was also the reason why she had to personally take action just now, wiping down my body herself. Sir, you're awake. Who are you? I'm the servant responsible for taking care of you. Where is this, sir? This is the West Bank Villa area. The West Bank area. The most luxurious French-style villa area in Rongcheng. Why am I here? Our assistant accidentally ran into you. Do you still remember? Before I can carefully recall, throbbing pain suddenly come from the back of my neck. When you fell, your head accidentally hit a hard object. The wound isn't deep, and she already helped you bandage it up. I think for a moment before remembering the whole story. Just as I'm about to get out of bed, the servant hurriedly steps forward to stop me. Let me go out. Are you seriously going to say you don't remember who my young mistress is? I really don't have any impression at all. After being hit by the car, my entire body lost consciousness. Who saved me? I basically didn't even get a chance to take a look. Where is your young mistress? She went to take a bath. Today, in order to rescue you and bring you back, she also got caught in the rain. Without me realizing it, I'm already wearing a bathrobe. What's the meaning of this? Sir, your clothes were completely soaked by the rain. It was an urgent situation, so to prevent your cold from getting worse, we specially got this set of pajamas for you. The matter? What is the meaning of this? Who changed my clothes? Was it you? Sir, is there anywhere else you're feeling unwell? No, there's nothing else. Right, where are my clothes? They have been washed clean and sent to the drying room. Please wait a moment. I will go get them right away. The servant respectfully bows and then withdraws outside. I observe the surrounding environment. The entire room is exquisitely and luxuriously decorated. Even the servants have an exceptionally well-mannered demeanor, which goes to show that the owner of this place holds a highly noble status. Even though the driver who hit me wasn't Lu Nianyan, that 8-year love story had long grown as massive as an ancient tree in my heart. Now that it has been completely uprooted by someone, it makes me suffer so much that even my breathing trembles. Sir, here are your clothes. They are still a tiny bit damp. Do you want to put them on right now? I hum in response. You go down first. I can handle the rest myself. Just as I take off the bath towel, I suddenly hear a charming voice. The room door is pushed open. I heard you're awake. A slender figure walks in. I didn't expect someone to barge in at this moment. It's you. Why are you here? The woman slightly curls her red lips and says, "This is my house." What? I freeze for a few seconds. Get out. The woman lets out a soft faint laugh. Is there anyone who kicks the homeowner out like you do? Besides, there's nothing much worth seeing anyway. Why act like you've encountered something terrifying? What do you mean, nothing worth seeing? Hey, didn't your parents teach you basic manners? Entering a room without even bothering to knock. Why would I need to knock when entering my own room? I find it even more unbelievable. Is this your room? The clothes on you aren't dry yet. If you don't want your illness to worsen, hurry up and take them off. Seriously, I brought clothes to you only to get yelled at? What is wrong with people these days? I shake my head. Am I sick? No wonder my head feels so dizzy. So it was you who saved me. My attitude just now was indeed not very good. In any case, thank you for saving me. It's getting late. I'll take my leave first. Where else can you possibly go? I've already investigated beforehand. Everything that happened at the banquet, I know it all very well. I can go stay at a hotel for now. It's this late already. If you walk out of my place all by yourself, people who don't know any better would think you were kicked out by me. Wouldn't that completely ruin my reputation? I can't help but secretly think to myself, she was chased and hunted down by 2 groups of people after all. So what kind of good reputation does she even have left? But it sounds like she wants to help me properly recover from my injuries. Moreover, you also saved me once. Consider this favor as me returning it to you. Before you find a new place to live, just stay here. Fu Chinuan finishes speaking and adds, rest assured, I have absolutely no interest in a skinny stick like you. A skinny stick. She actually dares to look down on me as a skinny stick. Does your head still hurt? It's gone. Then go get some rest. I'll go check if dinner's ready. I look at the brand new clothes in my hands. This size and style. Could they have been specially bought for me? Thinking up to this point, I shake my head repeatedly. She must definitely have men coming over to sleep over often, which is why she has all sizes available on hand. Like this. Just as I'm about to take a hot bath, I see my own reflection in the mirror with a deathly pale face. With me looking like this, who would ever take a liking to me? Lunyanyan changing her heart is only natural. Thinking of Lunyanyan, my heart clenches in pain again. An 8-year relationship suddenly turns into a razor-sharp blade, unexpectedly stabbing a deep wound right into my heart. Without knowing how much time has passed, Fu Chinuan knocks on the room door. Come down and eat. Brother Chen, could it be that you fell asleep? Pushing the door open to enter the bathroom is still lit with a warm yellow light. Steam heavily billows out from the crack of the door. Just as Fu Chinuan is about to turn away, she suddenly hears a warning alarm, ringing from inside the bathroom. Fu Chinuan instantly realizes that something is wrong. She twists the doorknob, but finds that the door has been locked from the inside. Yan Chen, can you hear me? Open the door right now. As the sweltering steam rushes out, I collapse onto the floor. Fu Chinuan hurriedly helps me up. Yan Chen, wake up. Doctor, where's the doctor? Miss, did you call me here to redress the wound? Do it immediately. Yes, I will change the medicine right away. This rotten man, how can he faint just from taking a bath? The moment I look away for just a bit, just a slight lapse of attention on my part, and something immediately happens to you. Miss, the wound is infected, causing a high fever. No matter what method you use, you must bring his fever down at all costs. You must ensure he is safe and sound. Yes, miss? Without knowing how much time has passed, I opened my dazed eyes. The bathroom was way too suffocating. You're awake. Do you feel unwell anywhere? I nod my head and then shake it again. Are you Nianian? I keep shaking my head, trying my best to see the woman in front of me clearly. I struggle to prop myself up on my hands to sit up. Does it hurt? Does your head still hurt? I nod. Then, looking at the figure unbuttoning her clothes in front of me, I ask blankly, what's going on? Are you feeling very uncomfortable? Let me call Dr. Zhang in to examine you. You're a real jerk. How could you do something like that? It would have been fine, no matter who you loved. Gitiel. But why did it absolutely have to be my younger brother? The two of you even have a child together already. Fu Chinuan slightly furrows her elegant brows. Could Brother Chen have mistaken her for Lu Nianian? She's just a woman after all. Is there a shortage of women in this world? No. My Nianian is not like other people. You just said you felt uncomfortable, let me call the doctor to check on you. It's useless. Right here, this place is what's uncomfortable. Why don't you love me anymore? Did I do something wrong? Just tell me. I can change it all. In the next second, I unexpectedly hug Fu Chinuan tightly and kiss her fiercely. Fu Chinuan only feels her entire body starting to heat up, and even her eyes begin to grow hazy. Brother Chen will belong to her sooner or later, but not at this moment. Right now, Brother Chen doesn't even know who she is. Early the next morning, when I open my eyes, there is no one else left in the bedroom. Vaguely recalling what happened last night in the bathroom, I inexplicably fainted. As for what happened after that, I have absolutely no idea. At this moment, a servant cleaning up in the living room sees me. She walks downstairs. Mr. Yan, you're awake. I'll take you down to the first floor to have a meal right now. No need. Where is your young mistress? Anyway, the servant smiles and says, Miss left early for an interview. An interview. Just as I'm wondering, an economic segment suddenly appears on the TV screen. The female group chairperson, who for 6 consecutive years has held the champion title on the list of the wealthiest single young mistresses. That's right, that's exactly our young mistress. No wonder her name felt so familiar. Turns out, she is the CEO of the Shenuang Group. 1918, I had secretly guessed a lot about her identity. I used to secretly speculate a lot about her identity, but never in a million years did I expect it to be this. Our young mistress is very outstanding, right? If Mr. Yan ends up in the same house with Miss, the two of you will definitely give birth to the most beautiful child in this world. Just wait and see. A child? I hurriedly change the subject and ask her, do you know where my phone is? Mr. Yan's phone got caught in the rain yesterday. After we took it to get repaired. We left it right in the room you just came out of. Thanks. I head back to the bedroom. As expected, it has powered on. Brother Chen. I know you definitely won't believe me if I say it now, but Lu Nianian has been messing around with Yibai for a long time. On one hand, she kept in touch with you, while on the other hand, she secretly slept with Yibai. Now they even have a child together. What, this Lu Nianian actually dared to do such a thing? I also just found out the truth yesterday. Yesterday was her birthday, but I didn't expect that she would get engaged to my own younger brother. Do you know, yesterday was also the 3rd anniversary of our Shenuang Group's merger. A merger? What do you mean? 1946. They've been merged for 3 years already. They have already merged for 3 years, and I only found out yesterday. Am I very stupid? Even the inheritance under my name has encountered an issue. Do you know, Yibai is now the chairman of the group. Even that stepmother has become the chairman. What is the meaning of this? I remember Grandpa's will back then basically didn't leave a single share for that mother and son. Exactly, their intention was all too obvious. On one hand, they planted their people into the group early on, building good relationships with the internal staff, waiting for my dad to finish inheriting so they could jump in and take a cut. I gotta say, their absolute audacity is actually hilarious. This is truly too frustrating. They're taking things way too far. Just you wait, your boy, Yang, is gonna come back and take revenge for you. Please don't, my young master. Do you think I'm not dealing with enough trouble already? The reason I'm calling you right now is because I want to ask you what we should do. What else can we do? Of course we have to snatch back the inheritance. Do you even need to ask? I say hesitantly, you don't understand. To inherit the estate, 2 conditions must be met. Whichever of us two, father or son, fulfills them, first will have the right to inherit. What are the conditions first? Both sides must formulate the QV13 cent, the latest product line of the Shenuang Group. What on earth is QV13? It's the final perfume Grandpa formulated before passing away, which hasn't been launched on the market yet. 3 years ago, Dad sent me abroad to learn perfume formulation skills. Your dad is such a sinister and cunning person. How could he just let you inherit the estate? Could it be that he said, no matter who inherits the estate, they must give him a share based on their father-son relationship? I let out a sad hum. At first I thought so too, but I didn't expect that 3 years later, after returning fully qualified, the house would already be a completely different scene than that QV13 formulation process. Have you figured it out over the past 3 years? Not yet. The production process for this perfume is extremely complex. Even though I could distinguish all kinds of scents since childhood when faced with this perfume, I have to admit defeat. I can only distinguish 1 or 2 components. Moreover, the formulation process is extremely strict on timing. Just a slight deviation and the scent will be completely different. What are we going to do about this? Grandpa's first condition is seriously way too hard. You've been researching for 3 whole years and still haven't gotten anywhere. The way I see it, there might not be any hope in this lifetime. You just said that to inherit the estate, you need to meet 2 conditions. So what is the second condition? The heir must build a happy and fulfilled family. Why is the difficulty so high, Grandpa? You might as well just say you're not letting him inherit and be done with it. Yang feels like your grandpa is just making things difficult for people. But Grandpa loved you so much before. So how could he set such a high condition for inheritance? What on earth was he trying to do? Actually, this matter isn't all that strange. He hoped you would become fully accomplished in your studies and have a happy, fulfilled marriage. I think he just used the inheritance to motivate you, hoping you'd have a bright future. Yang nods enthusiastically. What you say makes sense, but I'm starting to worry. My dad has now met the second condition of inheritance. He has a family. Right now he's only missing the first condition. As long as he figures out QV13 before me, then both the Shenuang Group and that tens of billions fortune, which is Grandpa's lifelong hard work, if it falls into her and Yan Yibai's hands in the future, Grandpa will definitely not rest in peace. So what do you plan to do? I say in a deep voice. The group has been managed by my dad for the past 3 years. No one knows that the position between me and my dad was originally both acting CEOs of the group. What I'm worried about is that everyone has long considered him the real CEO of the group. To stop me from coming back to fight for the inheritance, she might have already placed all of her people inside the group. Who knows? Before I even get a chance to sit in the acting CEO's chair, I might already get kicked out. What about the will? You take out the will and show it to those people. Isn't that problem solved? The will was left at home. 3 years ago, before going abroad, I didn't bring it with me. Go back and get it now. Of course, you absolutely must go back and get it. According to what you said, the Shenuang Group is your grandpa's lifelong hard work. No matter what, you have to win it back. If it falls into the hands of outsiders, your grandpa will definitely never be able to rest in peace. Makes sense. This is originally my stuff. How could I easily hand it over to others? If it were before, I would be willing to hand over the entire inheritance to Dad without a single moment of hesitation. But now everything has changed. Dad is no longer the good father who always loved me like years ago. Or maybe he has never been a good person at all. It's just that I hadn't realized it until now. With great difficulty, I finally made a trip back home. I absolutely will not let anyone see my weakness. Mr. Yan, where are you planning to go? Miss already ordered that before you fully recover. You are not allowed to go anywhere. I'm just going out to get some fresh air. Besides, can she really control my freedom? If you leave, I won't know how to explain it to Miss. How about this? Let me make a phone call to report to Miss. First, so she won't blame us for being irresponsible. Otherwise, our lives won't be easy in the future. You speak of your young mistress as if she's Satan. Is she really that scary? The servant hesitantly nods, even scarier than a wild beast. But you, sir, only got to see her gentle and patient side. Once she actually gets angry, the entire Rongcheng will be absolutely terrified. If she's that scary, then let me tell her myself. Rest assured, it's not your fault. While walking on the street, I intend to call Fu Chinuan. The phone suddenly rings, an unknown number pops up. Normally, I would definitely not answer. But at this moment, I vaguely feel that the caller might be Fu Chinuan. Hello, who is this? Do you miss this young lady? Xu Zhenzhen? Why is it you? Seems like you still remember me. As expected. This young lady's impression in your heart is very deep. Indeed, why didn't you give me a heads up when returning to the country? Didn't need me to come pick you up. I only need you to do one thing. Stay away from me. The further away, the better. It must be Shi Hao, who tipped her off about my return to the country. Otherwise, there's no way she would stalk me this quickly. Right as I hang up the phone, a sports car speeds over and parks right in front of me. Brother Chen, long time no see. Brother Chen, why do you look so haggard? Did something bad happen? What does that have to do with you? I walked toward another path, not even bothering to talk to her. How did she know I was here anyway? Could that call just now have a tracking function? Ever since our school days, this woman has been like chewing gum, clinging onto me and never letting go. No matter what method I used, I couldn't get rid of her. With great difficulty, I finally went abroad and enjoyed 3 years of peace. I didn't expect to get stalked by her again right after returning. This kind of loose girl, on one hand, she pursues me, but on the other hand, she never rejects the advances of other men. Truly an absolute player. How could I ever take a liking to a woman like that? Where are you going, Brother Chen? Let's go together. If only this man belonged to me, that would be so great. Hey, where are you going? Let me drive you there. I glance at her, still up to her old tricks full of schemes, speaking without any filters, and even her taste in fashion is just as bizarre as before. Miss Shu, after all these years, you still haven't managed to hook any other man? Or is it that your charm has declined, with no men surrounding you anymore? So you felt too lonely and ran here to find me? Ha ha ha, this young lady never knows loneliness. Besides, I'm completely bored of playing with those other guys. Only you still keep me hooked, Brother Chen. It's been so many years. Don't tell me that in your heart you still have. The image of that wench Lu Nianian? I heard she had an affair, and the person she cheated with is actually your younger brother. What does that have to do with you? Of course it has to do with me. Your business is my business. Get in the car, I'll take you to deal with those scum. Move aside, don't block my way. This is the first time someone dares to say this young lady is blocking the road. Yan Chen. Do you know that my appearance on this road is actually an honor for this very road? Jinjin, can you have some self-respect, please? That's a good question. My shame was already thrown away the moment I started pursuing you. Brother Chen, you are always so unique. The words that other people don't dare to say. You just blunt force spit them all out. But I actually like that style of yours. I hail a taxi and get inside. Driver to the Qingyan Villa? Thank you. You ditch a luxury sports car and refuse to ride in it, just to go hail a taxi instead. Zhen truly cannot understand for the life of her why I hate her so much. There are so many guys who want to climb into her bed, and only I am the exception. But the more I am like this, the more hyped up she gets. Brother Chen, your taste is getting worse and worse. Riding in this kind of cheap broken car. Aren't you just playing games with your own life? If something happens to you, who am I supposed to marry? Who said I would ever marry you? Besides, have you stayed abroad for too long, to the point where you can't even read traffic signs? Do you know you're driving against traffic right now, yet you actually dare to say I'm playing games with my life? Do you even value your own life at all? Brother Chen, you're worried about me, right? Unless you accept my feelings. Otherwise, I will stalk you to the very end. If anything happens, you'll have to take care of me for the rest of your life. So ridiculous, I don't even want to waste my breath on her. Driver, please overtake her. Young man, this road has a speed limit of 40. I've already stepped on it up to 39. But the driver, while driving, takes a glance at Xu Zhenzhen, trembles all over and says, who would dare to drive past eldest Miss Xu? Isn't that just seeking death? At least you know your place. I really can't stand her flexing like this, relying on her family's power to act like she owns the world. Treating traffic laws like absolute garbage, driving however she wants, right? She really thinks the main road is her own backyard. There are a few young people on the bus, seeing Xu Zhenzhen driving that flashy sports car. Man, that woman driving over there is so beautiful. Is that eldest Miss Xu? She looks way better in real life than in magazines. Perhaps hearing the praises of the passers-by. Xu Zhenzhen lightly kisses her index finger and blows a kiss toward them. The young people on the bus start cheering. Quite a few people in other cars also scramble out, not even caring about their own vehicles anymore, surrounding her one by one. Before long, a massive traffic jam occurs on the road. The congestion by the roadside gets more and more severe. Car horns blare sharply everywhere. The shouting of the passers-by blends with Xu Zhenzhen's showy blown kisses. I am stuck in the middle of the crowd, unable to move forward or take a step back. Watching this ridiculous farce before my eyes get more and more out of hand, the anger in my heart is about to explode. Those parasites are bleeding the group dry. I must make them pay a heavy price, not stay here. Tangled with Xu Zhenzhen. With a darkened face, I push through the dense crowd. Xu Zhenzhen, move aside from me right now. Don't delay my business. Yet Xu Zhenzhen doesn't know how to hold back at all. This is the guy I've had a crush on for many years, Yan Chen. Please look out for him more in the future, everyone. The moment those words are said, the onlookers get even more hyped up, taking out their phones to snap pictures of me like crazy. I forcefully fling her hand away, my voice dropping to an absolute dark tone. You and I have no relationship whatsoever. If you dare to bother me again, don't blame me for getting rough. Her hand is flung away by me, causing her to stagger. Brother Chen, I just wanted to help you. When Lu Nianian and Yan Yibai treated you like that, only I am genuinely good to you. I don't need that kind of goodness from you. I must get to the Qingyan Villa to take back the will. Absolutely cannot let Yan Yuandong usurp my place. A blinding headlight shines through, and a car slowly comes to a stop right in front of me through the chaotic crowd. The noisy crowd around us suddenly falls dead silent out of instinct. The car window slowly rolls down. Get in, she says just those two words. Her tone is calm, but impossible to refuse. Without a single moment of hesitation, I open the car door and sit right inside. The moment the car door closes, the noise outside is completely cut off. The inside of the car is clean and quiet, with a refreshing and gentle fragrance that soothes the frustration in my heart. Seeing this, Xu Zhenzhen immediately rushes over to the car window. Who are you? On what grounds are you taking him away? Hey lady, let me tell you. I am the eldest miss of the Xia family. Don't you dare try to steal my man. The car speeds off, leaving Xu Zhenzhen's screaming and the noisy uproar of the crowd, fading away behind us. I lean back against the seat, my tense body finally able to relax. I raise my hand to rub my aching temples. Hurry and take me to the Qingyan Villa. Grandpa's will is still there. Only by getting that will can I rightfully take back the Qingyan Group and expose the true faces of Yan Yuandong's crew. I'll go with you. Regarding the security of the Qingyan Villa, Yan Yuandong's recent schedule, as well as the deployment of people inside the house. I've already had Xiao Xiao investigate every single detail clearly. You once saved my life. I Fu Chinuan never owe anyone a favor. Furthermore, I won't just stand by regarding your business. If you want to fight back, I will give you a fallback. If you want to take back everything that belongs to you, the Shenuang Group will be your absolute strongest backing. Over the past few days, she saved me from mortal danger in that car crash. Let me stay at the West Hills area to recover from my injuries, and secretly investigated every single move of my enemies for me, all without ever asking for anything in return. Meanwhile, those I once considered my closest family declared me dead on the exact day I returned to the country, and completely usurped my inheritance. A surge of warmth spreads from deep within my heart throughout my body. I look at the woman who stands at the peak of power in Rongcheng. I sincerely say, Fu Chinuan, thank you. Wait until I finish resolving everything. I will definitely repay you. I don't need your repayment. I only need you to win. The car quickly approaches the Qingyan Villa. The home where I grew up since childhood now looks no different from a cold iron cage. The security guard at the gate sees me, and his expression instantly changes. Mr. Yan, the master already ordered that you are not allowed inside. I'm returning to my own home and I still need someone else's permission. My voice is cold as I walk straight inside. The security guards don't dare to stop me by force, only able to frantically take out their phones to report. Just as I step into the living room, I already hear the laughing and talking of Yan Yuandong, Deng Ngọc Anh, Yan Yibai, and Lu Nianian. The four of them are gathered around the sofa, discussing the futures of the group and the wedding details. Hearing the footsteps, they all turn their heads at the same time. When they see me, the smiles on their faces instantly freeze. Yan Chen, why are you here? Are those security guards outside all dead? Who allowed you to barge in here? Where is security? Drag him out for me. Yan Yibai holds Lu Nianian, whose face has turned completely pale. A flash of panic gleaming in his eyes. Brother, it's great that you're back. These past few days you weren't here. Everyone was very worried about you. Worried about me. Worried that I'm still alive, right? Obstruction for you guys to usurp my inheritance. Or delaying the grand wedding of you two. Ruining the plan? To turn the Shenuang Group into your own private property. Is that so, Brother Chen? I was wrong, but we are each other's true love. Not telling you was only because we were afraid you'd worry while abroad. Can you forgive me, please? Forgive you for betraying my 8 years of feelings. Secretly sleeping with my brother to the point of getting pregnant. And sitting by watching them declare me dead. A person like you actually expects to be forgiven. Stop talking nonsense right there. The Shenuang Group now belongs to me and Yibai. It has nothing to do with you at all. Your grandpa's will has long since expired. Expired. Xiao Xiao immediately takes out a stack of documents and hands them over. Yan Yuandong, you dared to arbitrarily modify the will, embezzle billions from the group, and collude with outsiders to suppress veteran employees. All of this evidence is already in the hands of the Shenuang Group. In addition, regarding the formula of the QV13 perfume left by Grandpa, I have successfully formulated it, plus the condition that I am single and capable of building a family. I completely meet the inheritance requirements. I throw the original will and the perfume formulation certificate onto the table. Yan Yuandong's face turns pale as he collapses onto the sofa. Zhang Yuying trembles all over, no longer having a single shred of her usual arrogant demeanor. Yan Yibai's eyes shift around, shiftily evading, not daring to look straight at me. Lu Nianian completely breaks down, sitting flat on the ground crying miserably. Right at this moment, the sound of police sirens echoes outside the door. Fu Chinuan calmly speaks up. For suspicion of property appropriation, commercial fraud, and document forgery. The police have already arrived. The police step into the living room, presenting the arrest warrant right on the spot. They take away Yan Yuandong Xiang, Yuying, and Yan Yibai one by one. Lu Nianian, due to her involvement as an accomplice, is also taken away to cooperate with the investigation. Waiting for them is the punishment of the law and the scorn of the public. The villains have finally met their retribution. They used all kinds of low schemes and dirty tricks, wanting to rob me of everything, only to end up serving time in prison. Standing in the middle of the empty living room, I let out a sigh of relief. The boulder that weighed heavily on my heart for the past 3 years has finally vanished completely. Fu Chinuan walks over to my side, gently taking my hand. I look at her, that gentle gaze making my heart instantly find peace. The sunset glows through the floor-to-ceiling glass window cloaking her. She is so beautiful that I can't take my eyes off her. From that chance encounter after the plane crash, to risking her life to save me in the rainstorm, and now taking back everything with me, this woman has long been deeply engraved in my heart. Fu Chinuan, before it was you protecting me. From now on, let me shield you for the rest of our lives. The Shenuang Group. I will hold it down to fulfill Grandpa's last wish. But the most important task of my life is simply being with you. A gentle smile appears in her eyes. She stands on her tiptoes, gently placing a kiss on my lips. This kiss isn't rushed with no more misunderstandings left, only overflowing happiness and absolute trust in each other. After that, I officially inherit the Shenuang Group, restructuring the business and calling back the veteran employees, becoming a beautiful legend in the business world. Fu Chinuan and I hold a grand wedding that shakes the entire city. Post-marriage life is incredibly warm and fulfilling. I am no longer the guy betrayed by family and lover, falling into a desperate situation. Fu Chinuan is still the queen, who dominates the business world, but she only reserves her gentleness for me alone. Seeing that I'm already taken and living a very happy, fulfilling life, Zhu Zhenzhen finally gives up completely, no longer stalking me. As for those villains who did so much evil, Yan Yuandong, Zhang Yuying, and Yan Yibai, they have to spend the rest of their lives in prison, paying the price for their own greed and betrayal. Lu Nianian is completely ruined with no one to help, having to struggle to make a living at the bottom of society, no longer having a single shred of her past glamorous look. The sunlight shines brightly down on the silhouettes of Fu Chinuan and me leaning against each other. I finally understand that the plane crash was a tribulation, but it was also a blessing that helps me see through the fake people to meet the one truly worthy of being cherished. Good people get rewarded, villains get their karma. As for me and Fu Chinuan, we will hold hands for life, and that is the most perfect happy ending for this life.